An explosive document has been leaked in the world of football. This is no ordinary document, but a private letter written by FIFA President Gianni Infantino to the Argentine Football Association. This letter was written the day after the World Cup final, while FIFA's own investigation into Argentina's players was still ongoing. Specifically, Nicolas Paredes and Nahuel Molina were being investigated for assaulting Spanish players, and Enzo Fernandez's red card was still under review. In that letter, Infantino praised Argentina's professionalism. Yes, his exact word was professionalism. The team whose players threw punches after the final whistle, whose midfielder was given a red card for elbowing a 22-year-old Spanish player in the face, whose squad turned their backs on the trophy ceremony, and which is currently being investigated by FIFA for offensive behavior and violations of fair play. Infantino called that same team professional, and when people questioned him, he went on social media and told his critics to meditate or pray. This is the president of FIFA, and his conduct since the World Cup ended has become football's biggest story. Bigger than any transfer, bigger than any signing, because it raises the question of whether the sport you love is being run by someone who can be trusted. If you are new here, subscribe right now, because today we are going through everything in detail. The leaked letter, the controversial rant, the shocked face on camera, the Cape Verde incident, the formal ethics complaint, and the one question the entire football world is finally asking: should Gianni Infantino resign as FIFA president? Let's begin. Part 1. The letter that shook everything. First, understand the timeline, because it is crucial. On July 19th, 2026, the World Cup final was played at the stadium in New York. Spain defeated Argentina 1-0 in extra time, with Ferran Torres scoring in the 106th minute. As soon as the final whistle blew, Argentina's players attacked the Spanish players. Paredes wrestled Gavi to the ground, and Molina threw a punch at Rodri. Multiple scuffles broke out. FIFA officials had to intervene, and Paredes was shown a red card after the final whistle. That same night, FIFA issued an official statement saying that their disciplinary committee had appointed a special prosecutor to investigate the post-match incidents. In other words, an investigation into Argentina's violent conduct had been launched. But on July 20th, just one day later, Infantino wrote a private letter to the head of the Argentine Football Association, Claudio Tapia. In that letter he wrote, "Dear Mr. President, your team won the silver medal after a splendid final yesterday. I offer my sincere congratulations on this important achievement. I wish you the best for the upcoming competitions, and hope to see you soon. Your friend, Gianni Infantino." This letter was published by Argentine media, verified by the Daily Mail and Sports Illustrated, and the football world was left in shock. Think about it. If you are the head of a global governing body, and your organization just launched an investigation into a team the day before, would you write them a letter of friendship and praise for professionalism the very next morning? Drop your answer in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. Part 2. The moment that started it all. The Cape Verde match. But the real story began even before that letter. In the round of 32, Argentina faced Cape Verde. Argentina were losing, and in the 111th minute, an own goal saved Argentina and knocked Cape Verde out. During that match, the cameras caught Gianni Infantino speaking to an Argentine journalist. He said, "Tonight I suffered with Argentina," and then immediately paused and added, "But I am neutral." That was the moment when the FIFA president accidentally revealed his emotional investment. That clip went viral, and from then on, every decision, every referee appointment, and every VAR intervention throughout the tournament was viewed through that lens. Egypt filed a formal complaint. Switzerland's red card was controversial. Decisions against England were questionable. And behind all of it was the FIFA president, who had said on camera that he suffered with Argentina. The football world stopped giving FIFA the benefit of the doubt. Part 3. Meditate or pray. The rant that made it worse. 1 week after the final, on July 26th, the investigation was still ongoing, the letter had been leaked, viral videos were circulating, and the petition to ban Argentina from future World Cups had reached 23 million signatures. At that point, Infantino posted a bizarre message on social media. He accused critics of spreading hate, and told those who questioned FIFA to meditate, pray, or watch a football match. He declared himself incredibly proud to be the president of FIFA and called this World Cup the best in history. This was the same person who told Egyptian fans, whose team was eliminated because of a foul from 20 seconds earlier, to meditate. The same person who told Swiss fans, whose player was given an extraordinary red card by VAR, to meditate. And the same person who told English fans, whose player was elbowed with no action taken, to meditate. In response, the Norwegian Football Association filed a formal complaint with the FIFA Ethics Committee. UEFA also expressed concern over FIFA's conduct. This was no longer just social media noise. It was an institutional rebellion. Part 4. Fair Square's formal ethics complaint. A global advocacy group called Fair Square filed a formal complaint with the FIFA Ethics Committee, running to 8 pages, detailing Infantino's violation of impartiality. The complaint includes excessive praise of political figures, his conduct during the World Cup, unusual closeness to Argentina and Lionel Messi, including Inter Miami in the Club World Cup without them qualifying, his comment during the Cape Verde match, and that controversial letter to Tapia. Fair Square argues that FIFA has always claimed neutrality in matters of politics and religion, but Infantino has repeatedly violated that neutrality. Now the question is, can FIFA's own ethics committee investigate its own president when the committee itself is made up of people he appointed? This is a classic fox guarding the henhouse situation. Part 5. Argentina's tournament and controversial decisions. Let us now connect all the dots. Messi received no card for his studs-up challenge against Algeria. Egypt's goal was disallowed because of a foul from 20 seconds earlier, while Argentina's build-up to their goal was not scrutinized. Switzerland were given a red card by VAR in extra time, which turned the match around. Against England, VAR did not check the offside position, and referee Alfith, whose teams had never lost against Messi, officiated key matches. Throughout all of this, Infantino was present in the VIP box, and when Spain scored the winning goal in the final, his face was frozen, as if he was not a neutral spectator, but someone watching his preferred team lose. Part 6. My verdict. What should happen now? My clear position is that Gianni Infantino should not be investigated by FIFA's internal system, but by a completely independent body. Because investigating oneself is not accountability, it is a farce. The complaints filed by Norway, Fair Square, Egypt, and others are commendable. But the reality is that Infantino has the support of 211 member associations, and he will not resign. He will simply meditate and pray that this issue fades away. But what happened is now on record. That comment about Cape Verde is captured on camera. His face when Spain scored is captured on camera. That letter to Tapia has been published. The meditate post is saved. And Fair Square's complaint is sitting with the Ethics Committee. All this evidence exists. Infantino did not do justice to football during this World Cup. Every team that played against Argentina deserved a neutral president. Every fan who invested 6 weeks of emotion deserved a president who showed the same warmth to the winners as he did to the runners-up. But instead, they got Gianni Infantino, the man who suffered with Argentina, who wrote a friendship letter to a team under investigation, and who told everyone else to meditate. Conclusion and questions. That was the complete breakdown. Now I ask you 3 questions. Please answer them in the comments. 1. Should Gianni Infantino's conduct during the World Cup 2026 be investigated by a body completely independent of FIFA? 2. Do you believe Argentina's path to the final was completely fair, or did the environment created by Infantino make neutrality impossible? 3. Will anything really change, or will Infantino remain in power despite all the evidence documented? Drop your views below, hit like, and share this video with every football fan you know, because this story is bigger than any single result. This was Robert's Football Talk. See you in the next video.